Welcome to my new studio setup. That is the delay that you have been seeing. For a few days you didn't have my videos. I was a bit busy, but more than that I wanted to wait for my studio to get finished and get ready so that I can film here. So now on I'll be using this studio and hopefully it should come out right. I am not sure of the lights as of yet. We'll be filming a few episodes and then finally I'll be understanding about the light and how it behaves. But right now, I'm going to wing it and let's see what will happen. So today's video, I'm going to start with a challenge. Someone challenged me saying that if you are a financial guru or if you know about finances, then you have to first prove about it. So before I teach you anything about markets, I have to prove that I know how to invest in the markets and how I can get returns from the markets. This is the comment. So I am going to answer that. This is the statement. This is the investment that was made on Monday. It's a single day trade. You can see the profits that was made with that, the amount that was used to make that profit, and you know that Monday wasn't a really good day for the market, but I still made a profit. Now the point to be noted here is this has brokerage fees in it. I used a normal account and in that I have got this return. So that is a good amount to have after your brokerage fees. So this is after my brokerage fees and everything. This is the profit that I have made. And I can understand there are a lot of fake people on YouTube and it's really easy to show a really good lifestyle on YouTube. You don't need anything. If suppose I can also do what the other gurus or the other people who are trying to fool you do. They rent cars, they rent all of these houses, all of these things, and they'll show you a lifestyle that they can't actually afford. They might be broke at that time, but they'll show you a lifestyle that they can't afford. I don't want to do that. I want genuine supporters who are going to know me for me. Again, any ad revenue that this channel makes actually goes to charity. I don't want anything of it. I'm just creating these videos to help the people. The consulting is totally different. I do take the consulting, but you already know that I am actually giving a lot more to charity than anything that this channel is ever going to make. So that because my primary motive is philanthropy, that's what I'm trying to do. I know this has been a long intro. One more thing which I want to point out is the channel update. I'm going to give you this banner. You can see that every day I'm going to post a video now. Now that the studio is ready, I'm going to be posting every day. I want your support for it. We'll be posting every day and every day will be a different topic. So Monday will be entrepreneurship, Tuesday motivation, Wednesday finance. Every day you will have a different topic from me. I just want to give 110% to this channel and I'm sure that it will grow once I start putting my inputs. I believe it is time for me to take this seriously and I'm going to go forward with it. Now that the intro is done and everything is done, I thank you for patiently being with me. Now let's go forward into today's video. Today, as you know, is a Wednesday and it is all about finance. I'm going to give you a crash course in the market. I know many of you don't have the patience to go through an entire course, or I wanted to go really slow with making you understand all the financial concepts. I will be making those, don't worry about it. But today is going to be the fast track crash course on understanding markets. This will help you even if you are already an expert in the market, or even if you are just starting in the market, you know nothing about the market. Follow this one video and you are going to be able to understand the market, and not just understand, you will be able to understand and interpret the most tough videos or the most tough concepts that you can see in finance. So finance is full of certain jargons that are used. That is the way it is. There are a lot of jargons. It is to keep things that are simple, make it complicated so that a normal person will be afraid of doing day trading. That's how it has been. That's how it has always been. In every field, there are certain concepts, certain things that every field uses, certain terms that you will be thinking, oh, that's really difficult. That must be something really complicated. I don't want to get into it. This happens in every field. Don't worry, I am going to give you the exact details. You have to do some homework on this because this is a crash course, but I'll tell you what you have to study, and I will cut out all the noise because there is a lot of noise. People will tell you different things that you don't need to be successful in day trading. So let's get into it. First thing you have to understand is there are two kinds of investing. One is analytical investing and the second is fundamental investing. What is fundamental investing and what is analytical investing? It's very simple. First, let's touch on the fundamental investing. This is the old school type of investing. It's how things were done in the past and it still holds true. It's not wrong. You need to understand how fundamental investing works. It is studying the balance sheets of the company that you're investing in, trying to find out all the products, all the positives, all the negatives, going to AGMs, going to everything, finding out all details of the company, studying the company and then investing. That is fundamental investing. So you are going to study everything, and once you are ready, then you're going to go, okay, this is the type of thing that they make. Everything, you are well versed in it, in their profit and loss statement, income statements, everything you are going to study. Of course, this is going to take a lot of time, and until unless you are going to put a long-term investment into a certain company, you generally shouldn't do it, because studying all this takes time. By the time you have studied it, the market might have already changed. They might have introduced a new product. Something can happen. That's the problem with this. So comes the new age of investing, that is analytical investing. What is analytical investing? In analytical investing, you check out patterns in the market. There are different patterns that the stocks always follow. You study these patterns. For example, I'll try to show a chart here. Now you can see in this chart, the stock is going and following a certain pattern. Using this pattern, you can use pattern recognition and understand, okay, this is the dip, this is the high, and automatically I think at this point it is going to repeat. So this is the new trend, so it is going to go up or go down. In the market, you as a day trader, the best example would be you are in a small jet ski or a small boat. There are these large whales and large container ships that are going around. They cause currents. They are constantly changing the market. So they'll invest $1 million into this. They'll invest $1 billion into a certain company. Automatically the stock will skyrocket. All of these things happen. You are going to use these small waves, and when the wave is going up, you are going to get into that, use that wave, and you try to liquidate at the top. That is day trading. That's simple as that. In analytical investing, what you're going to do is you're going to use these patterns. So when you can predict that the stock is going to go up, automatically you say, okay, I'm going to ride this wave. I'm going to predict this pattern. Once you understand the pattern, you ride the wave and create money. That's exactly what I did on Monday. I knew that this stock is going to end up somewhere. I predicted certain things in the pattern, and that's the reason why I specifically selected to invest at a specific time, and I got out at a specific time. If I had kept it there for some more time, what would have happened is the wave would have started collapsing again and my investment would be down. But I selected the specific time to get out and made a profit. So things you need to research on your own. I'm not going to go into this in this video. I will be creating other videos about it. So subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed. The things you have to research on your own. One is income statements. Try to understand how income statements are working, because that is going to help you if you are going to go into long term with a company. It will help you also in analytical trading, because not everything is about just looking at the patterns. If you just look at the patterns, you also need to look at the news. You need to understand what's going on in the company, and that also helps you predict what's going to happen. The next thing you have to study is balance sheets. Understand how balance sheets work. Cash flow statements. You need to understand how cash flow statements work. Now we'll come into the topic of day trading. Now that you understand the fundamentals of the market, we'll get into day trading. What is day trading? Day trading means you are getting into the market and getting out of the market on the same day. That is day trading. You're keeping it for 4 days, that's not day trading. Day trading is you get in on the same day and you get out on the same day. There are special accounts which you can get which have lower brokerage fees, not the one I used on that day. That day I didn't use my day trading account because I didn't want to do that. There are certain day trading accounts that you can use to invest in a day and their brokerage fees are next to nil or very less compared to a normal account. Another name for day trading is swing trading. So if you hear swing trading, it's a slightly different concept, but basically the concept is the same. Get into the market and get out of the market on the same day. Even swing trading does that, but the pattern recognitions are little different. I'll explain that in a later video. Also study support and resistant lines. This is something that you will have to study on your own. I'll create a video about it, but support and resistant lines are something you have to understand. It's a pattern that you have to understand. Now that you understand the basic of how the market works, how you make money by riding the waves, what do you need? First, you need a tool to invest in the market. That is, you are using a certain app or any day trading application on your computer. You need that to invest into the market. ICICI Trade Razor is one. There are some other apps. You can use it. You can try it on your own. Whatever is best for you, you can go into it. What you need next is you need a scanner. A scanner is something that you can use to understand the patterns. That is, what is going to happen next. A certain investor has invested, something is happening in the market and the trend of the market. To understand that, the moneycontrol.com is good for that. I use that, but there are certain specialist apps which you can get into. They are paid apps, but they get you better scanning advice. Before I get deep into scanning, you also need to understand volume. Actual definition of volume is the total amount of stock in the market on a given day, and float is risk assessment and total number of stocks out there. So total number plus volume in a day, that's what you need. Volume divided by float is going to give you how volatile the stock is going to behave on a certain day, and that is going to be your prediction. Next, we have to look at scanning. Scanning, as I told you, is looking at how much volumes have been moved and are being moved in that day, because that is going to help you predict the pattern more. There are two kinds of scanning. One is gap scanning and the second is pre-market scanning. In pre-market scanning, you're going to actively understand how much volume is being traded in a day. As I told you, there are certain softwares which you can use that will tell you that. Gap scanning is the difference between the opening and closing of the market. There is always a difference. Certain days will have a really high difference. You have to understand that in the night also there are certain special trades, intercompany trades or large hedge funds moving money here and there after the market closes also. So that can happen, and during those times you can actually make a lot of money if you understand it, if you scan it really right. Since this video is going really long, I am going to go into patterns in the next video. There are a lot of patterns that you need to understand to read these charts, these financial charts. You all need to understand the patterns. There are different patterns in every chart, and how you read them, what are the different patterns, we'll go into that in the next video. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. If you have any topic requests, leave them in the comments below as well. Like, share and subscribe. If you need my help personally in your business, entrepreneurship or any other advice from me, you can contact me directly. WhatsApp me on the number that is given in the description. My assistants will set up a phone appointment with you, and 30 minutes is going to cost you 1,000 rupees. This has been Jamie for TopEvt. I'll see you in the next video.